Hello, history buffs and curious minds. Welcome back to our channel. Today, we're taking a deep dive into the 20th of October, a date that has seen pivotal moments shape our world, from historic battles to modern milestones. We'll even journey into the near future to see what's happening on this very day in 2025. So, grab your favorite drink, get comfortable, and let's travel through time together. Let's start our journey way back in 1740. On this day, a 23-year-old woman named Maria Theresa inherited the vast Habsburg lands, which included Austria, Hungary, and Bohemia. Her father, Emperor Charles VI, had spent years securing her succession through a document called the Pragmatic Sanction. However, her ascension was not a smooth one. Many European powers saw a female ruler as a sign of weakness and immediately challenged her claim. This sparked the War of the Austrian Succession, an 8-year conflict that drew in nearly every major European power. Despite the immense pressure, Maria Theresa proved to be a formidable and capable ruler. She defended most of her inheritance, initiated significant military, financial, and educational reforms, and ultimately solidified her family's power for generations. Her long and impactful reign, spanning for decades, demonstrated that leadership knows no gender, and left an indelible mark on Central European history. Jumping forward to 1818, a significant agreement was signed between two burgeoning powers, the United States and Great Britain. The Convention of 1818, also known as the Treaty of 1818, was a diplomatic triumph that resolved several lingering issues from the War of 1812. Most importantly, it established the 49th parallel as the official border between the United States and British North America, which is now Canada, stretching from Minnesota all the way to the Rocky Mountains. This line of latitude remains one of the longest international borders in the world. The treaty also stipulated that the Oregon Country, a vast and valuable territory west of the Rockies, would be jointly occupied by both nations for 10 years. This was a temporary solution, but it peacefully delayed a potential conflict over the region and set the stage for future negotiations that would eventually define America's westward expansion. Now, let's fast forward to the world of entertainment and culture. On October 20th, 1973, a building that would become an icon of modern architecture and a global symbol of Australia was officially opened, the Sydney Opera House. Queen Elizabeth II herself presided over the grand opening ceremony. The story of its construction is almost as dramatic as the performances held within its sail-like shells. Designed by Danish architect Jørgen Utesen, the project was plagued by engineering challenges, massive cost overruns, and political disputes. It took 14 years to build, costing over 100 million Australian dollars, more than 14 times the original budget. But the final result was breathtaking. Today, the Sydney Opera House is a UNESCO World Heritage Site and one of the most famous and busiest performing arts centers in the world, hosting thousands of events and welcoming millions of visitors each year. It stands as a testament to bold vision and architectural genius. Just 4 years later, on this same day in 1977, the music world was struck by a terrible tragedy. A chartered plane carrying the southern rock band Lynyrd Skynyrd crashed in a remote forest in Mississippi. The band was at the height of their fame, just 3 days after releasing their new album, Street Survivors. The crash tragically claimed the lives of lead singer Ronnie Van Zant, guitarist Steve Gaines, his sister and backup singer Cassie Gaines, an assistant road manager, and the 2 pilots. Other band members were severely injured. The accident abruptly halted the career of one of America's most popular rock bands and sent shockwaves through the music industry. The original album cover, which eerily depicted the band engulfed in flames, was quickly replaced out of respect for the victims. The legacy of Lynyrd Skynyrd, however, endured, and their music continues to influence artists and captivate fans around the globe. Let's now turn our attention to the political landscape of the 21st century. On October 20th, 2011, a major chapter of the Arab Spring came to a dramatic close with the capture and death of Muammar Gaddafi, the controversial leader who had ruled Libya with an iron fist for 42 years. After months of intense civil war, rebel forces backed by NATO airstrikes cornered Gaddafi in his hometown of Sirte. His demise marked the symbolic end of his regime. It was initially celebrated by many Libyans as the dawn of a new, democratic era. However, the years that followed proved to be incredibly challenging. The power vacuum left by his fall led to factional infighting, political instability, and a prolonged period of conflict. The event serves as a powerful reminder of the complex and often turbulent nature of political transitions, and the difficult path from revolution to stable governance. Now, let's step into the near future and imagine what's happening on October 20th, 2025. On this day, the global scientific community is buzzing with excitement. NASA's Artemis program, aimed at returning humans to the moon, is celebrating a major milestone. The Orion spacecraft, having successfully completed a crucial, uncrewed test flight around the moon, is making its final preparations for the first crewed mission in decades. Engineers and scientists at Mission Control are analyzing the final data packets, confirming that all systems are green for Artemis 2. This mission will carry astronauts on a lunar flyby, paving the way for the first woman and first person of color to walk on the lunar surface. The world watches in anticipation as humanity stands on the cusp of a new era of space exploration, inspired by the same spirit of discovery that has driven us throughout history. Back in 2025, on the ground, the city of Milan is hosting the annual Global Climate Innovation Summit. On this day, a coalition of tech companies and environmental NGOs unveils a groundbreaking new technology: self-sustaining urban carbon sponges. These are innovative architectural modules integrated into buildings and public spaces, designed to actively capture carbon dioxide from the atmosphere while generating clean energy through integrated solar and kinetic technologies. The prototype, showcased in a central Milan piazza, is already demonstrating remarkable efficiency. Leaders and policymakers from around the world are gathered to witness this potential game-changer in the fight against climate change. This breakthrough offers a tangible ray of hope, demonstrating how human ingenuity can develop practical solutions to our planet's most pressing challenges. From Maria Theresa's succession to the tragedy of Lynyrd Skynyrd, from the opening of the Sydney Opera House to the potential breakthroughs of 2025. October 20th is a day filled with moments of triumph, tragedy, and transformation. History is not just a collection of dates. It's a living story that continues to unfold every single day. What do you think is the most significant event from today's list? Let me know in the comments below. Thank you so much for joining me on this journey through time. If you enjoyed this video and want to explore more fascinating historical events with me, please hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and ring the notification bell so you never miss an update. Your support means the world to us. Until next time, stay curious.